2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K. We've got the Phoenix Suns going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. Get ready for some explosive highlights. Kenny, just how incredibly athletic are guys in the modern era?
I mean, we've had our guys with their fair share of athleticism, but could you imagine LeBron James playing in the 60s or the 70s or Giannis? Every decade, the athleticism just gets ratcheted up.
Yeah, but you look back at Michael Jordan and the great Allen Iverson, or even further back to David Thompson and Dr. J.
Yes.
Those guys would still be top athletes in the game if they played today.
Time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Devin?
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Thunder. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference. And, of course, the Phoenix Suns. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Adams in at the center. And for Phoenix, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's Ayton. No good on the shot. Adams, some nice D. Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
Paul against Rubio. Al Paul. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Now, here is Gallinari. And the basket is good. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here is Rubio. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Passes it to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton against Adams. And it's Ayton missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Booker against Paul. Here's Gallinari, rejected by Booker. Sharge with it. Chris Paul covering. Rubio with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. DeAndre Ayton, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit.
And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. But they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
Well, around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Sharge finds Rubio. Out to the right wing. Bridges, no one around him. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now here's Sharge following the shot by Chris Paul. Paul with the steal. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Rubio, the pass to Sharge. Booker in the corner. Launches it. Phoenix, no good that time either. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Robertson the pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Suns trail by 4. Booker right side. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And taken away by Paul. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And it's no secret that Paul is an energetic defender, constantly swiping at the ball and ripping away steals.
Paul's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Here's Ayton. Following the basket by Chris Paul. Knocked away and taken away by Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Sharge outside. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton. Looking to end the run. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
The Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Gallinari on top of the key. Ball against Rubio. It's deflected.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Come on.
Thunder have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. That one, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thunder shooting around 46% at this point. And it's Paul missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Saric outside. Bridges for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Adams.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now the pass to Robertson. Adams against Ayton. Paul, no one around him. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Suns trail by 8. Here's Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Booker outside. The 3. They get it back. Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, if it's possible for a #1 overall pick to go under the radar, then I think that's what you'd say about DeAndre Ayton last year. Doncic stole the headlines, certainly, but DeAndre Ayton had a big-time start to his career.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Schroeder outside. Pass to Baisley. Back to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. 6 on the shot clock, but they recover it.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
And the numbers that Ayton put up as a rookie, very impressive.
Well, DeAndre Ayton said the lack of attention didn't bother him at all. This guy showed he can be a focal point on both ends, and he's only going to get better with more repetition.
And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Ayton's got 8 points.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Shooter kicks to Ferguson. Passes it to Baisley. Here's Ferguson. Over Booker. Ferguson's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 3. Well, Phoenix shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Pass to Diallo. Oubre with it. Booker the pass to Oubre. Thunder with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. Suns trail by 3. Booker outside. And it's Noel with the rebound.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Schroeder looking around. Inside. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
I think indicative of some breakdowns in their offensive execution. You don't create any open looks, and they couldn't make the ones they were taking.
Ferguson misses, and it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 3-point game. To the paint. Shot good by Diallo.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Ferguson, defended by Booker. The pass to Muscala. The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. The floater. Jerome. No good. The Thunder leading by 4. Schroeder outside. Baisley passes to Noel. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Phoenix with the ball. Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Diallo kicks to Booker. Pass to Jerome. Passes it to Kaminsky. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Suns trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jerome passes to Booker. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the 2-hand slam. Booker with it. Can they get it? No good on the layup. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. there's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really gotten really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
We've got Booker, Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Oubre, and it's Jerome in at the 1. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
And here's Schroeder after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. That's a 2 from Ferguson. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Dennis Schroeder. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Now here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. Over Kaminsky, and that one goes long. Suns trail by 5. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Ferguson, defended by Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. The young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with him.
So he gets them both.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Here's Rubio. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, that's the way it works. Good call, good finish inside by Rubio.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now here's Saric. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Here's Bridges. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Robertson, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. Paul against Rubio. And Baines kicks to Rubio. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Here's Paul. Gets a hand on it, and it's Gallinari on the follow. Gallinari's got 8 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Bounce pass, Rubio. Here's Baines. Gallinari covering. Here's Rubio. Cans it from downtown. Rubio's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Over Bridges. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Sharch looking around. Pass to Rubio. Back to Sharch. And slam dunk by Sharch.
Well, because of his size and skill combination, Dario Saric in pick and roll is so dangerous.
Paul outside. Out to the wing. Adams down low. Baines is there. Adams' shot is off. The Suns trailing. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Sharch has got the ball. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Suns making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. Oh, Ayton in position. That shot off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game for many years, he's made everyone around him better.
Suns trail by 4. And here's Rubio. He's got 5. Gallinari up top. He dishes it to Robertson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Robertson's got his first points of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Rubio outside. And there's the pass to Saric. 4 on the clock. Ayton inside. Defended by Paul. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Ayton. Rubio against Paul. And Robertson has it in the corner. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Now Bridges. following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Baseline try. Ayton kicks to Saric. Pass to Rubio. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. Number 1, Chris Paul.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 4. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Goes up to the stripe, and it's Saric. That time on the assist by Rubio. Saric has got 4 this quarter.
This is a shot Dario Saric can make in his sleep. Give him the mid-range, he'll knock it down.
To the right side. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Bridges.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Tremendously fast hands of Andre Robertson, adept at reading where the ball is going and jumping the lane.
And so here's Phoenix, 4-point game. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now Rubio. He has 5. Passes it to Ayton. Back to Rubio. Feeds to Saric. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
Now here's Adams. Last time out he had 13 points. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. That's a miss, and with it he is 5 for 9. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. Here's Bridges. A second chance effort. And Ayton with the layup. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Here's Robertson. Here's Gallinari. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Fires from 18. Jerome, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Baisley passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a sixth-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
The first one falls. And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Diallo. Knocked loose and stolen by Noel. Adams with it. Now defended by Oubre. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. The layup missed. Suns trail by 6. 1:56 left in the first half. Oubre can't get it to go.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Jerome, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Ferguson for 3, sinks the triple. Ferguson's got his third basket of the night.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
1:25 left in the first half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Diallo, and that time also a missed shot. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, this is Devin Booker's specialty, consistent at finding all kinds of ways to score from beyond that arc.
Go, check Dennis.
Schroeder outside. The pass to Ferguson. Adams with it. Back to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Ferguson for 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the Thunder making a switch here. Suns trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Diallo. Kicks to Booker. From downtown, another 3 for Phoenix.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And Noel throws it down.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Now here's Booker. 1 second left. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Thunder up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys shot a great percentage in the first half, but still a tight game. What do you think's causing that?
I think right now we're playing at that tempo. You know, we need to pick up the pace. Defend, rebound, run, and pick up the pace a little bit.
And defense starts that pace. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We saw Danilo Gallinari lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Reminds me of me at the free throw line. They had a rough half of shooting, under 35%. Some of that was great defense, but a lot of it was poor shot selection. They've got to revise the game plan, get guys open for higher quality looks. And the shooters need to go out and execute. Man, come on.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Robertson in at the small forward position. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. Paul passes to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Gallinari's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Oklahoma City. Here's Rubio. Charge outside. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Booker's got 11.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Thunder shooting about 42% so far. Ball against Rubio. Here's Gallinari. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gallinari's got 4 this quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Charge outside. Passes to Bridges. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rubio. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 7.
Boy, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Gallinari. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Rubio with it. 5 points in the game. Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint. And, of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years, and in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
So here's Gallinari. Devin Booker picking up that last basket.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And here now the Thunder after Mikal Bridges' bucket. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Rubio. He has 5. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Adams. Paul with the 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Suns take it the other way. Rubio outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. And that one misses.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Suns trail by 4. Rubio taking his time here. Over to the wing. He kicks to Kaminsky. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
The Suns have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Muscala with the ball. Kaminsky's there. Noel laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noel's got 6.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Kicks it to Oubre. Pass to Baines. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Jerome, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Oubre outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now Booker, he's got 15. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Devin Booker. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Diallo, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. And here now the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely. There's the pass to Muscala. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Diallo. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Suns trail by 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. The players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Suns have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Jerome. The Thunder pull it in.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Oubre outside. Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kaminsky dishes to Booker. No good from outside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Muscala's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. Here's Jerome. Booker outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Passes it to Muscala. From outside the arc, Jerome with the rebound. Suns trail by 6. Now the dish to Booker. To the inside. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. 7th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Paul outside. Gallinari in the corner. He kicks it to Muscala. Just 5 on the clock. Over Diallo. Muscala misses. The Suns trailing. Rubio outside. Right wing. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Phoenix, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Suns making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Pass to Booker. Six to shoot. Over Paul. Offensive rebound. Diallo off on the layup.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Count that bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Rubio the pass to Saric. Booker outside. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Saric from past the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Gallinari's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oubre against Paul. The pass to Muscala. Over Saric. Muscala gets the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Thunder lead. Here's Booker. He's got 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
From deep three-point range.
Yeah, great defense. Just quick, instinctive. Paul able to do it on ball as well as a help defender.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 9 points. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Jacques Diallo. And it's Saric in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Oklahoma City shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Pass to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Muscala again, Oklahoma City.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And Phoenix has possession. 9-point game. Rubio against Schroeder. Passes it to Saric. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Muscala. Oklahoma City leading by 9.
Watch Chris.
Schroeder outside. 8 feet away. Here's Adams. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Schroeder against Bridges. Ayton up top. Rubio, and he makes that one.
Tell you what makes Rubio really tough on the drive. He's practically ambidextrous.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Schroeder outside. Back to Paul, and stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Moving it up. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Rubio.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Robertson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, that's confidence coming into play right there. Robertson knows what it takes to score through contact. And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And the free throw, no good. And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The pass to Diallo. Dishes to Saric. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. It's stolen by Saric. Now, here's Bridges. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Diallo. The Thunder have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The baseline J. And he hits the jumper for 2. And that's now 6 points for Mikal Bridges. The Thunder leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. The feed to Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's over Rubio. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Booker, he's checked in for Diallo. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Rubio outside. Oh, Ayton in position. Off target on the alley-oop layup.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, whether it's a dunk or a jump shot, Booker's wide-ranging skills make him a consistent scoring threat.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And not a season, Doris, that pops off the stat sheet, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Adams' shot is good.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Suns trail by 8. Saric outside. Got a piece of it. And here's Robertson. Kicks it to Noel. Paul outside. And the Suns another fast break chance here. 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 25 points for Devin Booker.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
It's deflected, and they get it back. Adams' shot is good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The drive by Paul, and good that time. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Chris Paul. Booker, and he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 27.
Well, this is the assertive mentality of Devin Booker. When he starts to find his rhythm, turn the lights out.
Now Paul passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Noel passes to Adams. Over Ayton. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Noel.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Rubio finds Booker. Ayton with it. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Booker outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Here's Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Adams' shot is off.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one. We're seeing some great shooters with length. Tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Paul. He dishes it to Adams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Robertson can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bridges passes to Rubio. To the left side wing. Here's Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Paul goes in. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Saric up top. Gallinari covering. Now here's Booker with the shot. Phoenix no good that time either. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Booker with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Floats it up for Saric. Rubio against Paul. Now, here's Rubio. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Paul outside. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. He kicks to Robertson from deep. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Booker looking around. Bridges dishes to Booker. Rubio against Paul. Shoots from the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
Paul outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Booker. Here's Gallinari. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Booker. Gallinari making his last shot. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Ayton inside. Adams on him. Kept alive. The shot by Saric. No good. The Thunder leading by 14.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Thunder.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Gallinari.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 14. Schroeder against Rubio. And he banks in the layup. And here's Schroeder. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.